everyone, it's your girl Layla. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'd love it if you would click the subscribe button below. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday, as well as I'm doing a giveaway till December 15th on my boyfriend Guesses Makeup Prices video, so make sure you check that out. And today's a video. It's supposed to be a Black Friday haul, but literally I've gotten like 2 packages out of like 5. So a lot of stuff that I ordered came from the United States. They came from like Beautylish and Kylie Cosmetics. So even like one of my packages doesn't even have a shipping notification out yet, so I need to probably contact customer service. But basically my Black Friday stuff is not all here yet, so I'm gonna be doing a video on this is what happened like 2 weeks before Black Friday on a Friday. And I always see these videos on YouTube of like MAC employee horror story or Sephora employee horror story. Just people in general having bad experiences in retail stores. But me personally, I haven't had one prior to this that I can really think of, or that just pissed me off so much that I decided to make a video about it. None of that until this happened, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna make a video about it. So today's video is going to be about a horror experience that happened to me when I went to Aldo to look for these shoes. Okay, so let me just do a little bit of a backstory. I was in a mall on my lunch break at work, and I walked by the Aldo store, and I, out of the corner of my eye, saw these really gorgeous sparkly silver boots. And I was like, oh, those are so pretty, but I have to go. Like, my break is over, I have to go back to work. And then the next day I went to the same mall to get food again. And then I walked by the Aldo store again. The boots weren't there. There's just a big, what's it called, poster in the window of these shoes. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Maybe I didn't actually see them. Maybe I saw the picture, but they looked really pretty yesterday. But anyways, I'm gonna go for my break. So I went for my break, ate, came back, walked by Aldo again, and the shoes were in the window. And I'm like, damn, they're so pretty. They were under the lights and everything, and they were just glistening and so gorgeous. So I ended up taking a picture of them, adding them to my Instagram story, like sending them to my boyfriend. Like, I was just like obsessed with these shoes. And again, I had to go back to work, so I didn't have time to try them on or anything. I just left them all. So like, So probably the next day I was on Instagram and I followed Cassie, which is, if you guys don't know who Cassie is, she's an R&B singer from like back in the day, and she's dating Diddy. So she is the spokesperson for Aldo, and she's like modeling these shoes. And I'm like, I'm seeing these shoes everywhere, I'm going crazy, I need to buy them. So when I finally get a day off, this was like on a Friday, my mom and I decided to go to the mall, do some Christmas shopping, and I'm convinced that I'm going to buy these shoes even though they are so expensive. I have a SPC discount card, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's like a student price, or like student and alumni get like 10 to 15% off in a lot of stores in the mall, and you pay $10 for this card every year. So I had that, and it gives you 15% off Aldo, I believe. And I also had part of a gift card, I believe it was like $60 left on it from my birthday. So I'm like, you know what, I'm getting a really good deal on these shoes anyways. By like getting 15% off alone, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy them. I went to the mall, went shopping, went to Sephora, bought some stuff, and then finally I hit up the Aldo store. And there's these 2 girls that work there. I'm with my mom, and these 2 girls are Filipino. So that's relevant because like my mom is Filipino, like kababayan, they're supposed to be nice to me, you know what I mean? So the first girl is like super nice. She's like, you know, can I help you? And I'm like, yes, I want to try on those shoes. And she's like, of course, like I'll go get them for you. I put them on, and then she came and checked on me and asked me, you know, do they fit good? Like, do you want to take them, etc. And I'm like, I don't know, like I have to think about it. I was like walking around the store, and like I knew that I really wanted them, but they're like $240 boots, and I haven't even done like half of my Christmas shopping yet. I think I had like 1 gift purchase, and I felt like guilty buying myself something. I don't know if you guys have that problem too, but like I feel like I need to be Christmas shopping for other people and not myself, and I'm getting myself these super expensive boots. Like, no. So anyways, like I was like, I have to think about it, and then I asked her a few questions just because the store had like no other customers in it, and there was 2 employees. One was at the till, and then there was the nice girl. So she was like, yeah, sure, like what questions do you have? And I'm like, well, are you guys gonna have a Black Friday sale, because Black Friday's in like 2 weeks from now, and what if they go on sale for like 40% off or something? And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a Black Friday sale, and everything usually goes on sale for 20% off. And I'm like, okay, that's not too much of a difference from using my SBC discount. It's literally like 5%. So I'm like, okay. And I asked her like about price matching, like if I bought it today and they went on sale tomorrow, would they be able to price match me, sort of thing, and how long do I have? And like if they were able to hold the shoes for me, and how long would they be able to hold it for? So she was like, hold anything in the store up to like 1 day, like 24 hours. You can put it on hold today and pick it up tomorrow by the end of the day. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, just give me a minute. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna walk around in these shoes and see if they're like comfortable and if I want them, kind of thing. Like I was still like undecided. Literally, so it was literally like 2 minutes. Like it wasn't that long. I was just kind of like walking around, looking in the mirror, looking at the shoes, trying to decide. It's literally been 2 minutes, and the other girl comes up to me and she's like, so are you buying them or not? Like, do you want me to put them away now, or are you gonna take them? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll take them. And she's like, okay, let me like take them from you. So she like waits for me to like take them off, and then she puts them in the box for me, and then she goes right to the till. And then once I get to the till, she's like, that'll be $255.68. And I'm like, actually I have a SPC discount. I actually have a SPC card. And then I hand her the SPC card, and she's like, we don't take that. And I'm like, you have a sign like right in front of your till saying that you take the SPC card. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, we take it, but just not on these shoes. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, if I was to buy something else in the store, would you take it? And she's like, we can take the discount card on everything else in the store besides these shoes. Sorry. And I'm like, but why exactly? Like, I've used this card like so many times. Like, why? I don't understand. So she's like, these shoes are exclusive and they're limited edition, and they don't make that many pairs of them, so I cannot accept this discount on these shoes. We can use it on anything else in the store you want, just not these shoes. And I'm like, did I just like pass out and end up in a Louis Vuitton store or a Versace store? Like, they're exclusive and limited edition, and like what? We're still in Aldo, right? So she's like, we're not allowed to give discounts on these shoes. We got an email this morning, so like we can't. So are you gonna take them or not? And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. So I'm like, how many pairs of shoes do you have left? And she's like, this is the last one in this size. I'm like, okay, fine. You know what? I'll just take them. I'll pay full price for them. I'll just take them, whatever. So I go into my wallet and I realized, so I had gone to Edmonton the weekend previous to that, and I switched up to my Louis Vuitton wallet, and then once the work week came along, I switched to my cheaper wallet to go to work. Left my Aldo gift card in my Louis Vuitton wallet. So I look through my wallet, I'm like, I can't find it. Oh my god, where is it? I'm like, oh yeah, I was just in Edmonton. I brought a different wallet with me. I'm like, I'm sorry, I left my gift card at home. Can you please put this on hold for me? I'll pick it up tomorrow, I promise. And she's like, no. These shoes are limited edition and exclusive, and I cannot put them on hold for you. I absolutely cannot. This says it in the email. We can't give discounts. We can't put these shoes on hold. They're limited edition. They're exclusive, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, am I like seriously in Aldo right now, or am I like in Holt Renfrew? Am I like in the Versace section? Like, what? We're in Aldo, okay? Like, what? So I'm like, but the other girl said I could put them on hold until tomorrow. She just told me that earlier. She's like, no, she's wrong. Actually, I can put anything else on the store on hold except for these shoes. And I'm like, bitch. So I'm like, you know what? That's fine. Keep the shoes. I'ma go. And she's like, okay, well, have a nice day. And I'm like, like, I could have been rude, but I just decided not to. So the next day, I went to the original Aldo that I went to when I was at work, and I was just like staring in the window, like drooling at these shoes. And the manager was the person that was working that day. I asked her like, can I please get these in a size 6.5? So she's like, of course. She goes to the back and she's so sorry, but we only have these in a size 7. Try them on, tell me what you think, and you know, you could add insoles or wear thicker socks with them. Otherwise, we can just order them for you. So I tried them on and literally they're so loose, like I could kick them off. If I was gonna kick somebody, they would go flying. And that's exactly what I told her, and she's like, oh, well then we're gonna have to order them online for you and they'll deliver them to your door for free. So I'm like, okay, you know, that sounds like it would work. She's like, and it's better because it's like Christmas shopping season and there's probably a lot of people in the mall and you don't want to be carrying around like a big bag of shoes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, you know what, that's a good idea. So we go to the till and she's like, that'll be $255.68 and the shipping is free. So I'm like, okay, like I have an SBC discount card or whatever, so I give her the discount card and she's like, oh cool, and then she scans it for me and she's like, okay, that'll be $215.65. And I'm like, oh, see, like what? And then I used my gift card on top of that, so I only ended up paying like $150. But I'm like, what? Like the manager let me use my SBC discount, but this other bitch like didn't. I'm like, what? Or maybe it was like a, what is it called when you work in retail and commission? So maybe it was like a commission thing. She wanted to make more money, or maybe like she wanted those shoes for herself, or maybe the email that she got said that this shoe wasn't available for employee discount or something like that. I don't know if she was just confused or if she was just rude or having a bad day. But anyways, regardless, I got these shoes finally last week and they are right here. And I'm gonna unbox them for you because I haven't taken them out of the packaging. My boyfriend literally thinks that these look like stripper shoes, but I don't even care because I'm in love with them. And this is what they look like. So you can wear them like super slouchy. So they're a little bit bigger on this part. They're not like thigh highs or anything. They're kind of like knee level, but you're supposed to like kind of scrunch them up a little bit. So these are the beautiful shoes that I got. They're so pretty. So what I'm gonna actually do with them is I'm going to be like spraying them with like hairspray so that the like rhinestones don't come off or anything. That's what I do with a lot of my sparkly shoes or whatever. But they are just so freaking pretty. I am so in love and I can't wait to be wearing them to like holiday parties and stuff. Even though I'm not going to any holiday parties or Christmas parties this year, at least I don't think so because I haven't been invited to any except for my work one. But yeah, they're so pretty and I'm so happy with them, and it was so worth the headache to just, you know, wait one day and get them. And by the way, you guys, they did go on sale for Black Friday. They were 20% off. So, you know, being limited edition and exclusive, they still went on sale. So, you know, if you're having a bad experience at whatever store you're in, just maybe wait, go to a different location, and hopefully you'll have a better experience. And yeah, like that weekend, it was ridiculous. I had another bad experience, which it was at a restaurant and I got served like raw chicken. You can see that on Instagram or like right here. Yeah, so that was an interesting week. Not a lot of interesting stuff happens to me like that, but I had like 2 experiences in a span of 2 days, which was terrible. But anyways, that is pretty much it for my video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.